Stella ist ins Form. It's Anna und unseren Anna Event. Wenn du Laktoseintoleranz, then the Käse under is liefrei. Du kannst Hause nur unser Finde die Lade de Fetza. Pada ofte amateur. De tackle and dan often duden en hun and diesen under. De quandia. De sposte nie. De hagen geert with video misswürden. Wer wird das? Hello everybody and welcome to YouTube. I am Ethelred Flametail and today we're going to be talking about this topic. Now, my German is not the yellow from the egg. I had to use Alexa for most of the things that I have said, and I know it's broken, it's rubbish. So a few months ago, someone we will call random for anonymity reasons sent me this. To be honest, for me on DeviantArt, that just came right out of the blue. And initially I thought a hacker hacked them, but turned out no, that's not the case. They they confirmed it over on Twitter to me. So I thought, why don't I just subconsciously, not subconsciously, very slightly promote this on Twitter. That's why I was like, I don't know what they call it. This random furs posted this. I don't know what it is. So that it's kind of a passive promotion. So people look at it and watch the video, and it gets more views. At the time, I wasn't able to actually look into it, and I wasn't able to rant about this at the time because there was lots of other stuff going on as well. And I know that Random Fur didn't mean to, and I know it's my stupid undiagnosed ADHD mind, but I kind of felt like I was forced into this rant, even though that's not the case, because I wanted to do a rant on my terms and my time. I also apologise if I get any of this wrong, but here it is. So, what is this all about is to stop video game companies removing games. So, basically, when you buy a game digitally, they can easily take it off at any time. Poof, gone. Like Thanos. And the Stop Killing Video Games is there to stop developers from doing this. Now, this is more aimed in the European Union. And I know I'm part of the United Kingdom, but I'm not in the EU because Brexit. This has something to do with the MRPGs, the what they call it, online aspect, but it also has something to do with the single player. Any game that's online, they could just basically take it down. Anything that you buy online, what they call it, the publisher could just basically pull out. And even though you bought the game, you haven't bought the game. You've just bought a license to play the game, but you don't actually own the game. This is where this comes in. And it's not just video games that could have this. We don't, like Ross says in his video, we don't want this to go, we don't want this to apply to other things. Like, what, for example, the beginning of this video when I mentioned about the cheesecake. You don't want to go to the shop, buy a cheesecake, and then the shop owner's waiting for you at your door and tackle you down and take the cheesecake back. Even though you bought the cheesecake, you don't actually own the cheesecake. And this is happening now as we speak. Wow. Stay classy, Sony. And believe me, I tried signing up for this. This is the footage of me trying to sign up, but it doesn't have a United Kingdom on here. Here's the footage of me trying to find and select it, but there's no United Kingdom. And you have to have it specifically, you have to, otherwise the vote can't go ahead. Now, initially I didn't think anything of it. My partner TT's told me, hey, don't worry about it. But I found out that Steam is a online platforming where you can buy games and get games. Imagine if the company decided just to take away those games, then you're left with something that you've paid for, but you can't get to it. And it is a really big kick in the teeth, especially some of those AAA titles. And in our modern age, with things getting more and more digital, we've got to have a lot more digital games. We won't be able to have physical copies. We'll just have digital copies, and we can't have that. We won't be able to own it. We'll just have a license, and that's not what we want. Heck, Ubisoft pulled the crew for all their stores and kept everybody's money.
Hi, I'm Ross. For the past several months, I've been working on a campaign to stop the destruction of video games. See, most video games work indefinitely, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But more and more are being designed to stop working the second support ends from the publisher. A kill switch, essentially. It's a form of planned obsolescence, where publishers are destroying games they've already sold to you, but keeping your money. And this is all preventable. Some people don't understand that. I've compared this before to studios from a century ago burning their own films after they were done showing them to recover the silver content. And now most films of that era are gone forever. That's very similar to what's happening to video games today. It's just a terrible practice for everyone involved. Now, most of my efforts have gone towards challenging the legality of this practice in various countries, because it's so consumer hostile, it's not clear if what's going on is even legal.
So if you're in the European Union, please sign the petition. And if you're like me and you're either in England, like me, or you're somewhere like America, or somewhere that's not in the, what they call it, anywhere in the EU, then please get the word out there. They call it tell people about this, that this isn't on. Anyway, I don't know whether I've covered everything, but I have tried my best to cover as much as possible. And if we don't address this issue, well, video game companies, this will happen.
Har, indeed. Being a pirate is a wretched deed. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.